Police finally revealed the identities of Ahmad Gulak's killers. Reaction have continued to trail the assassination of Ahmad Gulak, a chieftain of the APC. The police said its findings show that a secessionist group killed the politician on Sunday, May 30th, on his way to the airport. The CP of Police, Commissioner of Police in Imo State, Abutu Yaro, commended officers who located and killed Gulak's suspected assailants. All right. The police in Imo State have said that the killers of Ahmed Gulak, chieftain of APC, are members of the secessionist group Ipob and its security arm ESN. Baba Elkana, the spokesperson for Imo Police Command, made the claim in a statement via Facebook on the 30th of May on Sunday. He said Gulak's killers were traced to their location within Imo, where they were shot dead during a gun battle with police operatives. The police said the assailants were identified as members of proscribed Ipob and ESN. How? The driver who drove late Ahmad Gulak and the co-victims who survived identified the dead body of Ipob ESN and he identified them as positively as their attackers and also identified the 3 vehicles recovered as those used by the attackers. The Imo Police Command praised the security team for trailing the secessionist group responsible for the murder. I love how, it's very active, but if it's Boko Haram on unknown gunmen who have been terrorizing but then have been unknown for how many months now, but then just this, a few hours later, there's so much information about who these people are. Meanwhile, Shehu Sanu, a former senator representing Kaduna Central, has reacted to the murder. Sani, who reacted to the tragedy in a series of tweets on Sunday, said it's time to track the unknown gunmen and take action. Can we just, please, before we even go there, how do you know that they're Ipob members? How do you know they're part of ESN? On what grounds? What basis? How do I see somebody, oh, you're part of ESN? What was the grounds for that? Because again, the people that are seen to be responsible for Ahmed Gulak's death, they themselves are dead because they were shot, and now they revealed that. I mean, to be honest, what we need more details. Again, they just give half-hearted answers and they just expect us to run with it. On what grounds and why do you think that they are Ipob members? What proof do you have to suggest that? You haven't said it, so why should we believe you? So yeah, let's talk about the comment section. It's saying whoever that invited that man should be held responsible for his death because he's the only one that knows about his movement. Exactly. And the police is not sincere in this case. Exactly. I mean, why? Even the driver himself, why has the driver not been questioned or investigated or detained? That's it. That's what we should be asking. And where was he coming from before he was going to the airport? Someone says, what kind of policing is this? You have succeeded in causing confusion by spreading such information. Police can lie for Africa. What do you stand to achieve with these ruthless lies and deceit? Like, what evidence and proof do you have? Because these are the same people that like to speak and blow grammar upright, left, center, and all that. It's just like, come on. What proof do you have? Someone says, so if it is true that ES and Ipob killed them, can't you arrest and charge them to court? They can't arrest or charge them to court because they cannot prove it. Exactly, please. Someone says, RP to those innocent souls killed by police all in the name of Ipob and ESN. Really. RIP to them because they do not deserve that. And of course, there is going to be a protest. I mean, on Twitter right now, on June 12th is trending on Twitter because that's when there's going to be a whole new protest, a nationwide protest against the government of President Buhari. And, it's high time. It is high time. It needs to happen ASAP real quick. Someone says, this Nigerian police is a case. How can a driver identify 3 vehicles in that scenario? Let me even tell you, another article that I read, not only did he give the colors, he then gave the model and the year. I think it was a Lexus 300 X3. I'm like, oh wow, you that were a co-victim in such a dire situation where your life is at stake at that moment. Why did they not kill you? Because technically, If they can waste a life like that, why can't they waste the life of the driver? Why would they leave the driver to still remain as evidence? Because then the driver can report them to the police. Again, you ask all these questions. Come on. The truth shall be known. Is that driver that's the main suspect, to be honest? Because the driver knows where they were coming from and where they were going. And the driver just oddly just remembers two specific details of, who these people were. I mean, he remembered the cars, 3 cars, their colors each. And then remembers almost like four bodies. 4 bodies that, they're dead. And of course, he identified them to be the killers, to be the, assassins. The Bari wants to kill everyone except the northern people. Gulak was set up against Ipob. His killing was planned by the northerners to implicate the Igbos. How do you know that? However, I can understand how you can say that because it's not really far-fetched. However, you can't say things like that are not confirmed. The same way, the police can't be saying that it is confirmed that the people who, the assassins that, who actually killed Ahmed Gulak were actually Ipob ESN members. Because again, it's a continuous trend of using this Ipob ESN excuse to waste lives, not even investigate, just kill people off. Doesn't make sense. Someone says, if it's true, charge them to court rather than killing them. Exactly. Why? But then again, it's like you can't just charge people when you haven't had proof against them. Doesn't make sense. Yes, the police can't fight back Fulani headsmen. You better tell them. You see how swift, rapid the investigation was, and they gave so many details. I mean, come on. Yes, you can't fight Fulani headsmen or even Boko Haram that has been terrorizing you for how many years? So embarrassing. This case is very complicated. Both ESN and Ipob and the politicians are suspects until the final investigation proves otherwise. Well, who will carry out that investigation? That is the real question. The police encounter with ESN is not enough evidence to prove or to conclude that they are the culprit because there's already an altercation between them, so it's easy for police to accuse them. But thorough investigation is what will reveal the truth. Well, who's going to carry out that thorough investigation? That is the real question. Because again, I think it's a key point because, of course, the government has been on the neck of, Biafra and Ipob for a very long time. It's easy for them one can safely assume it's easy for them to just put the blame on ESN. Put what you think about this in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.